I've come to realize that like late at night, I'm on my Barry White shit. I got this super mellow voice, cool, calm, and tranquil. I bet you guys get caught off guard because there's like 7 different elements of Gacha Smack, right? There's the cool, calm, and tranquil. There's the dipshit. There's the goofy side. There's the intellectual side. I got all kind. I didn't realize I got a lot of personalities, don't I? But getting back on topic, Wombo combo. What is the most like lit Wombo combo that I've been able to do with Blade? We're going to showcase that in this video today. And this is like an idea I want to do going forward. Every time I like think of a really cool combo that like yields the most value and damage, I want to teach you guys it so that y'all can do it as well. Try it out for yourselves. And the way the the structure of these videos is going to operate is I'm going to show you the tools you need, like light cones, team members, eidolons if needed at all, and then I'm going to go into the particular part of the Memory of Chaos run that I was doing and say this is what you need to do to set this combo up so that your main DPS can deal this kind of damage. And in this particular scenario, it's Blade dealing over 400,000 damage. I think he can do up to 600,000 damage in a single swing, not 2 turns, not like 2 different cycles, literally 1 single turn, but it's turned into 3 actions. So I want to explain this to you because it's really dope with Blade. It's super freaking clean, and I wish I had him more invested because I think I would have completely one-shot the hell out of the 2 horses on the second half of MOC 10. Super pumped. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so how do we pull off this super drippy combo? You're gonna need Yukong, Bronya, and then of course Blade himself. The 4th slot is actually Flex. I personally like it to be Fu Xuan because of that extra crit value she applies to the team. I got her sitting at level 8 talent or skill, which gives my entire team 10.5%. And Blade having that additional 10.5% is just incredibly solid. But you don't need Fu Xuan because Yukong can give over 28% crit rate currently with the build I have on her, and that's gonna usually put him to 100% crit chance of everything. So you can generally like put a Lorcha there, whoever the hell you have. Essentially is what I'm trying to say. Lynx can work as well, but you definitely want to have Yukong and Bronya for this super lit combo. I think this is the strongest duo for Blade in terms of this Wombo combo. But I get it. You probably want to use like a Silver Wolf or a Pella. You can use those 2 as well for the defensive shred. But I'm telling you that guaranteed crit with the crit damage from these 2, like giving him all that freaking crit damage is just insane. And then guaranteeing the crit is all the more merrier. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the need to knows. Ideally, you want to have E6 Yukong, right? Because if you have E6 Yukong, you have more flexibility of giving that buff over to Blade. But you don't need E6 Yukong. You can totally do it without her. Because if you have her placed directly behind Bronya in the turn sequence, you just pop Yukong's skill, then pop Bronya's skill to bring Blade up, and then she's still gonna have 1 turn duration left on her crit rate, crit damage, attack percent bonus given over to Blade. Right, so Bronya's gonna waste up 1 turn bringing him to the party, and then Blade's gonna use that 1 single buff turn duration that she gives to him, and he's going to do his basic attack, his follow-up attack, and his ult all in the same turn, which is going to absorb all the buffs. So it's incredibly beautiful. Now we can go ahead and go into the play-by-play once I get done explaining this. But yeah, ideally you want to have triple broken kill. So Yukong, Bronya, and then whoever the hell is in this slot, whether it be Lorcha, Lynx, or Fu Xuan, all 3 need to have broken kill on so they can give a 30% crit damage boost to Blade as well. In the footage that you saw, my Fu Xuan was the only one with the broken kill set on. So I'm still missing 20% crit damage because these 2 weren't rocking it. Also, my Blade was only at 8, 8, and 8 in that footage. My Bronya's only at 6 and 6. And then my Yukong's at 10 and 10. So that's why I said he can probably deal closer to like 600,000 in that single swing in that particular scenario because I'm missing a lot of investment on the board. Now, what is my Blade looking like? He's looking stacked. Because my Fu Xuan is hogging his HP percent body main stat piece, I swapped him over to the crit damage piece so that she can have the HP and he can, because he works with either HP or crit damage, right? So he's sitting at 59 over 183, but once Longevous Disciple kicks in, that's going to pull him to what, 75, and then Fu Xuan puts him at 85, which is nuts. So that's why I said I really like Fu Xuan on a team with him, because his crit value is just incredibly juicy. He's also like one of the beefiest dudes on this comp as well. When you have Fu Xuan and him together, he's just like an absolute unit. Light Cone. I have gotten lucky with this. I've never like sought out to get multiple copies of this. The game just keeps giving it to me. This is like his second best in slot weapon, apart from his actual signature light cone. But this is the one I recommend. Obviously, if you have a signature light cone, go for it. But yeah, use whatever the hell you have available to you on your account. Now let's go ahead and get in to oh wait, I almost forgot this. I'm sorry. Bronya, obviously you want to have her with her signature light cone. And then other than that, you make your Bronya have as much crit damage as she possibly can have. Mine's just sitting at 158 right now because I wanted to squeeze in the broken kill set on her. But if you can get as much crit damage on her, that's going to give more crit damage transferred over to Blade. I believe that's everything you needed to know. In terms of Fu Xuan, yeah, you just build your Fu Xuan however the hell you want to build her. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the play-by-play. Okay, so coming into the battle, a couple of things you want to do. Obviously, you need to open up with Blade's technique so he can have one stack already down there towards his follow-up attack. Use Yukong's auto attack to deal the toughness break damage. She does double the toughness break damage. So we auto attack with her first. Then after that, Bronya's up next. Bring Blade to the front line. This team is very skill point friendly, so don't be afraid to use skill points up at all. Auto attack either horse. Now the gamble here is you want to pray that only one horse kicks Blade, because if they both kick Blade, then his follow-up attack, as you can see, let's go ahead and pause this. His follow-up attack would go preemptively. It'd pop off a little bit too early. So you ideally only want to get hit by one horse to ensure that this whole Wombo combo ordeal works. So as long as you get hit by one horse, you're good to go. But as you can see, we're already at 4 out of 5. If he takes health away from himself or gets hit by an enemy again, it's going to proc the follow-up attack. But now we're at a great spot, right? Everyone's ults are about to be up. The only thing left to do, obviously, is to ensure that we give all the buffs to Blade, which we'll be able to do very easily. So Fu Xuan, she's just going to reproc her skill here. Now, I messed up because this Wombo combo actually gets crazier. I messed up. What I was supposed to do was not use Fu Xuan's ult right here. I was supposed to wait for the whole entire Wombo combo to commence, and then once Yukong pops her ult, Fu Xuan would have taken advantage of the extra 28% crit rate and 65% crit damage boost. She doesn't benefit from the attack at all, but that crit rate, crit damage boost would have also increased her damage drastically. But like a donkey, premature. Sad Panda, 30k could have probably been 60k, but you know what? It is what it is. So right here at this point, we're gonna pop Yukong's skill, which by the way, we actually didn't have to do that. Like I said, this team is just so skill point friendly, it doesn't matter, but we could have just auto attacked with her and then waited for Blade to pop up and then used her ult to give the 1 stack duration buff to Blade, because he can actually use his follow-up basic and ult and take advantage of that 1 little turn buff. But yeah, it is what it is. I ended up using her skill right there. You don't have to do that. Because, oh, wait, my bad. Unless you don't have E6 Yukong, then you would have to do it right there and ult with her right then and there as well. So right here now, Bronya buff has been given to him. Now Yukong buff is about to be given to him. We were trying to get their weakness tough bars down evenly so that Blade can just pop off. And now he has everything he needs. I had to slow the time down so people could see this absolute beautiful display of the Wombo combo. It's so clean, bro. Look at this. 109,000. Yay! 173,000. He still has the buffs from Yukong. You can see none of her buffs have went down. The 2 little marks at the bottom. His VA is so goated, bro. And then yeet! Oh my god. And you know the crazy thing about this, guys? They would have been dead if my Fu Xuan had the crit rate, crit damage boost. Hell, they would have been dead. Excuse me. If my freaking Yukong and Bronya had their broken kill buffs given to Blade for the extra 20% crit damage. If my Blade wasn't 8, 8, and 8, instead he was triple crown like the god he should be. He should be treated like a king. I've been treating him like an absolute average peasant. What is wrong with me, bro? Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is this beautiful Wombo combo can absolutely one tap both of them. Look at how much health they had before Blade even did his thing. It's actually crazy. Yeah, here we go. Look how much health they have remaining. What? Oh my God. Only Blade, bro. That's my boy. This is so crazy to me. Like, the damage, my brother, is exuberating. I can watch this shit like all day, man. But yeah, this is my favorite Wombo combo for Blade. I hope I brought you guys some value here. If you have a fully invested Bronya, Yukong, and Blade, they will get one tapped 100%, which will enable you to move on a cycle faster. That's gonna wrap this video up, guys. May the Blade mains take this beautiful Wombo combo home and showcase it to all your Blade main friends. Peace, love, and happiness. I'll catch you on the flip side.